Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media. Radio to media.
On FM 103.9.
Radio to media.
On FM 103.9.
You dey listen to Truth Radio 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. Na true the last.
Well, me fancy anyway for do with yourself no more. Hallelujah.
Truth media.
Truth
Media.
India.
Truth. Yes, you. Truth media. Join and Truth media.
Truth media.
So una we dey watch Truth media.
Me watch.
Una we dey listen to Truth media.
Now listen June.
Una listen to Truth media.
Now listen to so media.
No, Truth, you don't have the Truth there.
Okay, truth.
Una we dey listen to Truth media.
Now listen to media.
Truth media.
Media. Well, no bad. Nasa anybody Salomon. Yeah, they live for the people them for do any business for do some. Yeah, they live in the office. They no bad. Any business for do some. I do provide for us for make any students them. Anyway, for make or the confusion on the education, anybody for learner, anybody for prepare, any song if for the anybody.
Yes, indeed. It's sweet education, sweet. Well, this one guy take me down memory lane. It will be small. You will see that he will beat you for making you go school. Yes, that's the message to we kumbra them, mama and papa them, to the government, and also to Alagba them Pambuklani business. Say we picking them for go school and they for learn better book. Fumble. Now, so I go welcome you back to the second edition of the Truth Education Platform, where they come to you every Thursday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Live on Truth FM on 103.9, and now we studios from Ilkot, inside Freetown. And Fambul, you go same way so get we in our Facebook and YouTube channel at Truth Media. With me, you host, Emmanuel Boa. Fambul, inside the Truth Education Platform, they bring you latest updates, trends, emerging development surrounding the education sector. And as I tell you the last time, we designed this program here for amplify the voices of students, them, teachers, them, lecturers, them, institutions, them, including formal, non-formal, and informal sector. Because we believe, say, there are still challenges. We know, yes, government don't make strides, development don't they come, reforms they don't they come, but there are challenges we will need for draw the government attention to, because we believe, say, now we will talk, then government will take action. Government get a lot of things for do. Not to education on the only priority. Yes, but where a government prioritize education and where issues then they will need for draw their attention to them because it's important. Family, if you be there during the first edition of the Truth Education Platform with Professor J. Diali, we'll be talk about education history from the anthems of West Africa and to the way education don't be today. And Professor talk say, after independence, Salon thought and fit say there was a whole need for make we bring reforms them and developments them. Now we education sector, so we wait for address we need them. And one of the notable thing we talk about now the formation of the Sierra Leone Education Review, where they also call All Our Future. But Professor say as a result of some economic challenges, so that's not be actualized at all. But fast forward, we don't see reforms them. We be use the 7-5-2-4 school system where you go start from class 1 to class 7, from 1 to form 5, you go O level, A level, you go university, and all of that. We don't see massive development. And over the years, we don't use these three streams structure. We don't exist for so long. We get the art, science, and the commercial. We're all aware of that. We don't go through that. And in 2020 and 2021, we see the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education under the Free Quality School Education Program and come with a new development. Then we develop the National School Curriculum for JSS and that of SS. And with them, frameworks them, where lecturers and teachers will watch and then take them through how for roll that in various school STEM. Yes, and as I said, the old one get arts, get science, and commercial, whilst the new one gets 5 stream STEM. And part of the streams of faculty, we get sciences and technologies, we get language arts, language and literatures, we get mathematics and numeracy, we get social and cultural studies, and economics, business, and entrepreneurship. And we meant for understanding about 76 subjects and then 5 streams then gets, whilst the old one begets about 39 or so. So all this now the developments and way we governments don't count because they think in a way they count new reforms them we go for strengthening we education sector. And today we go talk about the implementation of the new SSS curriculum, and we go know how the streams were formed and waiting teachers that they teach and also waiting picking again for learn. And today we go talk about the potential of this national school curriculum for SSS and the challenges them way teachers them, students, WAEC, and even the government on the face with the transition process. So Fambul, this is a crucial topic where you self go remote span. So I will kindly ask you for make you join the conversation by sending you message to we short code 239, or you can drop your message now with Facebook or YouTube channel. I will see where how for read them and then refer them to we guest where they at the studio. So as always, the slogan, education at speed and no time to waste. We'll not get time for waste. So make a run you through with stories, and we get for join a teacher from Kailaun from the Sierra Leone Muslim Brotherhood Primary School. We will give you some updates about the challenge and the story. There's a story about the SLMB Primary School now Kailaun, where heavy breeze and rain be destroyed and rip off the roofs of 3 classrooms them. And presently the school they strain with sitting accommodation and conducive learning environment. We've been discussed about this on Monday during the morning devotion with the host, Mr. Lamanaba, and we get a lot of things them. So they face challenge with sitting accommodation. So we go join them and get some more, see how far they don't go with that. We go do a follow-up on them. Make we see, we don't get them online. We'll go to that story because it's so important. About 200 picking them, they occupy these 3 classrooms them, and as a result of heavy storm and rain, that will be rip off the roof and then cause damage. And they even get some solar panel that will be destroyed. So they see now as you see now at the video now, that the video they play so this is a big challenge for the school. This is the challenge they face, and because of this, then get for divide 1 classroom for 2 sets of picking them. If you did class 1, then divide them, then class 3 and class 4 go day. Are they on the call now? Hello, Mr. Ansman Asise. Hello? Hello, Mr. Ansman Asise. You did get me? Like I say, as you said, they see now the school does. This is now a whole school where storm be destroy and rip off the roof. And now they get for divide the classrooms them. So that they face challenge. Now a big challenge, you don't get them? Hello, Mr. Sise?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Mr. Sise, you did talk to Truth Media, and this now the Truth Education Platform with me, the host, Emmanuel Boa. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Sise, we get this story about in our school where every breeze be destroyed on Sunday evening or so. How don't they cope as a school?
Well, actually, I want to tell you that indeed, that happened with me last Sunday evening at around 8 o'clock p.m. When a heavy storm really got to blew up the classroom building at the house. Inside Kailan Town, digital sector by government of people.
Okay, Mr. Sise, you talk saying about 200 picking them. What are the alternative means when I use for Sise when I wait for teach them picking them as soon as they close to exams?
Well, actually, as I talk to you now, sir, the real time now very, very difficult now by the school because very soon now, the people that go for get exams, and currently the classes are so congested because one class we don't divide into 2 people a half. Yeah, we in there to see them and then now. So as a result, the learning condition is very, very, very poor. That's really the problem now where today how the people that make up for them in a very conducive atmosphere for people their exams, where it is very peaceful for them. That is my whole problem.
This is very serious, Mr. Sise. You don't able to contact any authority from the ministry or from any stakeholder na Kailaundi?
Indeed, yes, sir. Immediately that happened, in the morning hours, I got to write a situation report. That report me, I got to send on Ministry of NDSFT, then I send on Ministry of CIT, I send on to civil society organization, disaster management, I send out to them. And that very morning, the Ministry Deputy Director NDSFT, DD the visit me school, it has no a laptop, then he talked to that one already. If they say that report, I don't send it to them, that was will try to fall down, like quarters of 3 pounds, for doing the reporting.
Okay, Mr. Sise, this is a serious issue and concern. I believe say the government serve the EU, and as the authority don't go there and they don't give in word, we hope say then go see to that issue there, because without a conducive learning environment, picking and go for learn better book, and this now the government in priority area this for ensure say picking and gets not only free but quality. So I believe say government they and government will come to an aid.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. Really, it's a very big challenge, sir. Very, very big challenge as of now.
Okay, Mr. Sise, thank you for talking to Truth Media and the Truth Education Platform. We will follow up on the story and we'll see how government will come to our aid, because this is so important. This now a whole building this way, rain don't destroy and picking the strain. You also talk about you say solar panel embedded as well, right?
Sir?
You be say the solar panel there where they supply the
The breakaway is the zinc. Yeah, I don't order a building where the solar facility there on top of the zinc. So one is set up to go for local. So two damage, two solar panels damage on the hand also.
Serious. Okay, Mr. Asise, thank you for talking to me. And we'll go follow up on the story. We will see how government will come and support Tuna. Thank you for talking to me.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. I'm so happy. Thank you very much, sir. I'm so happy to meet you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I see you said they see that's now and Sumana Asise, the head teacher for the SLMB primary school, na Kailaun town to be specific. So now the challenge and what they face, and we said they call on Papa government through the platform for see how they help them, because them picking the strain. They get for divide a whole classroom for make them go for accommodate the other sets of picking them about 200, and it's so serious and concerning. Away from that, Favour Samuel Macaulay, one diploma student at the College of Digital Excellence, done they build one free artificial intelligence tool where in called Docs AI, where in say they help students them for summarize them, documents them without the use of ChatGPT, and in go self-help them with better understanding. Favour they call on the government for help and make the tool go live so that it will become more visible to plenty picking them. Make we hear from Favour from the College of Digital Excellence and what's in concern.
Problem actually we decide for so because I don't normally can build things them just because I build because there's a problem and I want to solve that problem. So the problem we want to solve it's students them getting summarized context from waiting they get instead of going to ChatGPT. We can normally go almost always out of context without the upgraded pro version. So I built Docs AI instead. Docs AI now how it works, you can just give them the document, whether PDF or a docs. Then you can take that document and from that document any question we ask and you precise answers them only from the document, which means more context, shorter summaries, and straight and direct to the topics. Okay, for now it's a starting project and it's scalable data safe. It doesn't even ask you for information. The only information it takes from you is the one you're giving to it, and it's tied to your user. Well, since being a student, then really build as them currently, because I'm working, but I'm still going to college. Since being a student, then we need them help for coming side actually. I mean, currently the reason why we Docs AI is not live right now, because it is hosted on a free platform, and if we push them to the public as it is live, we get thousands of requests them, and we are paying for also the AI model that we are using. Then definitely get for cash because we know they pay for this outside we host them and we can host it locally.
Well, Famul, that's now Favour Samuel Macaulay, a diploma student from the College of Digital Excellence in the call on Papa government and the Ministry of Information. All the ministry we get for do with education and communication and technology, they call on them for make the shall say in tool we call free artificial intelligence we call Docs AI for go live so it will become visible to plenty people. Well, this is a very laudable initiative by Samuel, and I hope say governments go see to that because this all the parts of the education and promotion with government don't put forth to we. Away from that, inside one, and I will show the press, the news where we get this week. Inside one press briefing at Freetown, École Elwil Legrand don't unveil one big education project where go give SSS students them the chance for graduates with both international diploma and the national curriculum. The initiative, according to the founder, San Aliche, now for tap the persistent challenges inside WASC, including delayed results and the withholding of grade them. And the project not will replace the WASC at all, as they say, but it will complement them as in they for raise academic standards and save opportunities to salon students them at the global level. Registration don't begin, and they expect them first batch for graduates in June 2026. Well, now the news this way we get inside this week, we believe it's a very good initiative, but we go look at some, go follow up on them because of the the prices we then put for the courses and the entire specialized course when $4,000. So we will see how they follow up with the ministry and how they go bring this to the system, because a lot of challenges and this. So if you don't want to wait for WAEC or the withholding of results, you can use this means for get your diploma and then you can use any side as they say. Excuse me. So from now that's a news and will get now the truth classroom headlines. And when they come to the big conversation, which is so crucial. Famul, say we with the Combrada, we can always ask, we picking them, when they don't pass NPSC, when they don't pass Beke, say, what you want to become? Now we still be one for go. What you want for achieving a life? Where some picking will tell you, say, Mama, I want to become a teacher or I want to become a lawyer. So I want the arts faculty. Papa, I want to become a banker. I want to become a procurement manager. So I go in a commercial stream. And other picking will tell you, say, Mama, I want to become an engineer and I want to become a doctor. So I go now the science stream. So there are a lot of dreams that we're picking and can share with we as parents, but we get challenges along the line. We don't get challenges because, as I said earlier on, government, the cultural reforms for CCA education business is steady and normal, but the challenge in beaucoup. So there is this concern about the transition process from the old curriculum. We get 3 streams, and the new curriculum we get 5 streams. So there is this challenge where students they don't face, and teachers them as well, WAEC of course. But make we know first within at this 5 stream, this new SSS curriculum. We will watch a short video of Dr. David Moinina Senge and the former Minister of Basic Education, Basic Education Ministry, and also Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Yatta Kanu, where they do a presentation on the development of this curriculum and what it means for the school system. Make we watch them and we will come and join with guests then.
The Ministry of Education has been undergoing a set of transformations in curriculum development, and it's important for us that we are able to roll out and develop a senior secondary curriculum that helps our students better compete in the global economy, better be prepared for skills, better be prepared for higher and technical education, and to just be good citizens. The new curriculum is critical, so it expands opportunities for everybody. It's a curriculum that also focuses on skills, it focuses on knowledge, it focuses on critical thinking, comprehension, civics, participation, compositional thinking. These are all really important for how we should live our lives today and how we should solve problems. And I think in terms of impact, there's a huge potential for our country where we're able to get students and citizens who go through secondary education with the right set of ability to learn, knowing how to learn, having access to knowledge and information, and most importantly, using those to problem solve.
There hasn't been a national curriculum for secondary education in Sierra Leone for over 2 decades. Everything that has been done in the name of secondary education in this country has been driven by the WAEC examination syllabus. So we looked at that and became familiar with what it is that the government wants for its people in this country. Now, what we do as curriculum developers, curriculum people, is to take a look at the vision that the government has laid out, the areas where they are investing for national development, national economic development, and then we ask ourselves, what can we offer in education that can help to realize the vision of this government? How can we prepare students so that by the time they graduate from secondary school, they will be able and prepared to take up appointments in these places where the government is investing money?
A curriculum is only going to be successful if teachers and school leaders and pupils and parents fully understand it, embrace it, and support the use and its inclusion in schools and in learning. It's important that teachers know why, first of all, we care about these areas of learning. It's important that school leaders are able to hold teachers accountable and make sure that they can develop learning materials that promote the learning of these skills.
Fambul, that's now Dr. David Moinina Senge, the former minister of the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, and also the Chief Executive Officer na MBSSC then, when Dr. Yata Kanu, where they do a presentation about the need for develop a new curriculum for the JSS and that of the SSS. But today we focus on the SSS because they prepare students them to university level. But over the years, we don't get the issues. Say students they sit, they go university, but they not can get them practical things. They not can get the practical knowledge. But as you get from Dr. David Moinina Senge, now a system where they can with for ensure the picking they not only get learn theory, but they learn practical based approach of what they study. As now 5 streams and they you go choose from what you want and then you become what you want to become. So that's now the message where then give and about the development and the introduction of this national curriculum for SSS level. So, however, we don't see over the time concerns here and there from teachers, from students, from even WAEC about the transition process. The transition process now for come up from the old and to the new. Okay. So for make we know about all this and the concerns and where people don't raise the challenges, the implementation of the transition process, and all of that, I get a pleasure for host Augustine Bami Anthony, we now the communication specialist at the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, and there with we thank you for coming, Mr. Bami.
I'm happy for the Fambuluno Ado, Mina Augustine Bami Anthony.
As he say happy for there because they get for talk. And also, Nami writes, I get Fode Kuyate, we are the Western Regional Secretary of the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. Welcome, Mr. Kuyate.
Yeah, Fambule, now good afternoon.
And Fambo, you know, say for talk about that kind of thing, we also get for involved WAEC, way in the body way they deal with examination. So we get for join Saliu Kamara on with VMix call virtually. We are the acting head of public affairs at the West African Examination Council, who we call WAEC. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome once more.
Thank you.
Okay, Famol, before we come to the conversation, the big conversation, we now the implementation of the national curriculum for the SS level and the transition process from the old and to that of the new, make we take concerns them from teachers them, the concerns that we teachers them on the raise about this, and we'll come join the guest them and see how we will navigate through.
Government may begin for train with teachers on the new curriculum, and then introduce the curriculum to we may take like 5 classes then. One we will get science and technology, we will get social and cultural, we will get business, and which other one? Numeracy. But along the side, we don't go on the PPs and they still go on with the classes, though they are apprehensive. They don't know whether the new subject they get for assess them on. Yeah, we got the streams then for the curriculum. We don't maintain 3 streams then for the curriculum. Materials are not there. The subjects and we then say, Lord, they teach, we not get materials and they. So there is a very big problem. Even forget the teachers has been a crisis.
Then curriculum the way they count, you don't get any material. The material now we say be the born with materials and with resources for let we get material for teach. Book don't be there. We they go online with the browse, get social materials. We don't prepare, we don't reach SS3 now and say they use. So this don't create a lot of sad event for we and even the beginner.
Because we go so they can say no, now the new subject they will be waiting self. Oh, meet why they can say no when. We don't know of that one or waiting ministry done the waiting self. So we'll be very much confused. When they say, well, which one now will they go about it? So we begin decide, say, okay, which will get for they do at the school. Let they go side by side. We will take the new one. We can't take the old one. We will try to put them all together and see how we will do.
This old curriculum as compared to what we don't do for SS1 and 2 is very, very challenging. We get subject they will pick in and never do SS1 and never do SS2. And now they are doing it SS3. So how do we expect to complete the syllabus? It's one of the challenging issues right now. The teachers always complain. And you know, SS3 in a very short time, 6 to 7 months, they've completed and they are to take the exams. So how do you expect them to let them complete SS1 work, SS2 work, and that of the SS3? So really, this is not a challenging issue. And I think we did try, but to we as school leaders, this year's exams or next WAS is going to be a very huge task. The government needs to come and make things very clear to everybody, the general public, and with the principals, so that they will know which side we stand. Because when results are good, the government and the principals get the praises. But when results are also bad, the government and the schools get bad name. In a whole, sometimes government even call some principals why you begin and fail. These are some of the causes of the failure.
That's now some of the concerns, same way we teachers them all about the country. Don't they raise about the new curriculum way Papa government be introduced for we and to we schools them and also to we teacher them. As you get the concerns them range from teaching learning materials, qualified teachers them for the subject them, and the beginning for cope with certain subjects them like the robotics we didn't talk about, and numeracy and all of that. So they in between lines, whether they for use the old or new, and there are concerns about the direction. They're confused. A lot of confusion among the teachers. They don't know whether they for use the new one or old one, because they don't know if WAEC at all gets for draw from the new one or from the old one. But then shall say if they use part of the new one and then use the new one, at least they will stand a better chance. So we get people in the studio where I don't introduce. Now then no more way for make we understand the issue proper. And Fambul, if you just join we, this na Truth FM on 103.9, and this na your Truth Education platform where they come to you every Thursday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Right now we studios na in court inside Freetown, meaning at the host Emmanuel Boa. So we don't get them concerns, but we become proper for know about the policy, the confusion, the trust, and also understand how this don't affect teachers when they're at the front line, because the government can develop without the teachers them way they transmit the knowledge to the students then it will be a big issue, and this we need for discuss about like I say, I mean left I get Augustine Bami Anthony, we now the communication specialist, the talk man from the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, and I go start off with them for obvious reasons, because now they're the head and they lead this initiative here in our education sector. So Mr. Bami, you don't get the concerns the way we teachers that are raised, and over the years we don't see a lot of issues around that. And also the government don't talk, they say this initiative here, an initiative where not they all they make picking them, they make picking them memorize at all, but they prepare them for the job market. Now the notion that way they may present to we. But what's the status of the implementation of the new curriculum for SSS?
Plenty, thank you. One for build the background so viewers and listeners can understand why we came about the new curriculum. So sometimes in 2021-22, they realized we need to do some analysis on we education sector plan for diagnose them very well and see what are the issues. So one of the issues we find out now because we not be get an effective and functional curriculum in this country. So there was a need for put together a curriculum. So if you look at the education sector plan 2022 to 2026, the first principle, the first item we for do as a ministry, that for develop a functional curriculum, right? Because we say one for strengthening instructional core. That's what we put on. So, but why this happened? The time when we did go school, not too long from now, will not be get too much. Will not be get anything to say syllabus for Sierra Leone. When we mean write to ask exam, now that comprehensive government, comprehensive economics, comprehensive books that Boku from Nigeria. So when you cover then subject, then topics, then books, then they now they tell you they begin saying I don't do the syllabus. But the fact is that's not the syllabus. So if you see the result to be the commodity NND, now 4.5% pass rate, 5%, 7% pass rate. Now this country, why is we competing in Nigeria that they get 87% pass rate, 79%, Ghana they score 70-80% pass rate, Sierra Leone they score around 6 to 7% pass rate, because we will not be get structured curriculum. So we decide as a ministry for take this venture, for go into expanding the knowledge of people, for me everybody get in your space. How Salon be done there in we education? If you know the arts, you know the science, you know the commercial, you need a land book. You need a land formal book. If you study mathematics for go science, if you study English for go arts, if you study some commerce and stuff for go commercial. Otherwise, you a drop out. Now so we can't give it on this. So somebody will get the idea of developing then like that young man will make that docs AI. And no need for get knowledge in English language literature before you do that one day. So what in this curriculum they do now for expand the space. So people will really not to just for go learn and cram and go pass, no more go university or for pursue higher education. Now somebody will sit down and make robotic, right? They make robots with the talk, or they make idea. Remember Doe, Kelvin Doe. Yeah. We use this Watanabe in New England at Wazak. They make how do you call it? Electricity, hydro. You not be need for go pass mathematics before you do that one.
You also make your own community radio.
Community radio. So these are the creativity behind this thing we talk about. Now then the reason why we say more expand the curriculum. So more create pathway for people and way not to just mathematics, English, language, this and that, social studies, that for sabi. Medical the your idea. Somebody in a draw is a bit draw. If they just always then left hand they draw it, they draw you exact. That person able to get PhD in that area, begin use 3D in computer for draw person, for draw diagram, for draw sketch, then big buildings. Then. So these are the ideas we say we need for look at the curriculum. So we go ahead and begin from pre-primary. From the pre-primary to senior secondary, now a whole risk now we take as a ministry. Because we don't see country we don't try them, they crumble. Because they overhaul, according to the survey, they overhaul the entire curriculum like that is scary. But we take the risk because we know say it's the good thing for Sierra Leone. We decide for roll them out sometimes 3 years ago. But we do them in consultation with every actor within in education. One of the players then who gets very close connection with now the CPSS, Conference of Principals of Secondary School, the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, we are the umbrella body, we are under the CPSS Day, then the National Council of Head Teachers, we are for the primary school level. They will get the National Union of Private Schools, where they back the part of that one day. So we bring the bodies that we're responsible and say, let's go ahead and train our teachers on how to use this. So we conducted national trainings at district level, at regional level, at local, every level. Bring subject specialists, can develop, because most of them subject content name. Now the very teachers will use for develop the content. So this is not coming from the sky, right? The very teachers where they around, where they in the community, now they will work with, together with international consultants, for put together this content we call syllabus. So we go ahead and at this level explain how we get for expand on the curriculum, we get for expand on this number of streams. Today, if you not pass, even up to now, we'll not change our age completely. If you not pass English language, you know they go university, right? That is compulsory up to date. But the vision about this new curriculum, now for encourage candidates them, if you know able pass English, but you get another set of English where you go pass, but you sabi chemistry very well. You can go be one of the best surgeon. We don't need to stop you because you not pass English, right? So this is not the idea, but that's the broad idea. At the moment, now say well, more we roll them out in phases. So this is where the transition takes place. More we roll them out in phases. How would you do them? After 2 years of implementation of this curriculum, some teacher they come meet we in the ministry through the CPSS and the SL2. They say then they don't go back to the old syllabus so because they'll not be sure if we continue, if we assess the picking them on the new syllabus because there was some of gap. That's true, right? Some communication gap be there. Like 1 year, we will be the work with because the ministry
from our side.
From our side, from the ministry side.
Okay.
So we'll be the work with WAEC for ensure say we'll get and correct it WAEC because now they get for do all the questions, now they get for do assessments. So we'll get some back and forth with WAEC. But also we need to talk to the higher education, technical and higher education, because they produce the teachers then. So how to go include some of these with subjects there into the teacher training institutions then. So by the time the teacher they come out in 2-3 years, we go down get some teachers the way they teach them. But in this on the other level, we also be need for to communicate to the universities because we need to get courses we directly related to this. So we will make some synergy. So all the arrangements will happen within that 1 year we because some form of communication break, but there was no formal communication say stop teaching the new curriculum because we don't rule them out and we don't tell them say that was what was going to continue. But when they come meet we back, the minister and a very good listening Minister Conrad Saki, say if that is true that we don't go back to the old curriculum, then let me talk to the SLTU. So that's the time the minister summoned the SLTU and the CPSS and other bodies them, the National Union of Private Schools, and tell them, say, this is not the story, this is not what I understand. Now, this I don't get. What you want to think? So the SL2 was so strong, so say, now we don't hear you, allow me to go talk to the constituents. That is, more go school to school, more go search on the ground, more know waiting they happen. So the SL2 go for 2 weeks or so they come back. They come with a very strong message, say.
How recent is this?
This is just 5-6 months ago, something like that.
Okay, close.
Right? So the SLTU come back and say, we don't notice say that they teach mixed subjects in most of the schools. That is, that they teach about 17 subjects in the old curriculum. 17 subjects. Then school don't go work almost they all. They teach 17 subjects in the old curriculum, but in the new curriculum they teach 20 subjects. So if there is going to be any transition, more see how we do this 17 and 20 subjects concurrently, at least for 2 years. More see how we go roll them out. By the time if we spend 2 years on this, the one with the SS1 now, so they go don't go SS3 in 3 years, so that they go sit the exact new curriculum without mixing it up with the old curriculum. So I need to read them out quickly. So now in the current subject they are for the old curriculum.
Okay.
They say, may I just read the old curriculum. Christian religious studies, Islamic studies, literature in English, science core, auto mechanic, building construction, electronics, engineering science, metal work, clothing and textile, food and nutrition, home management, management and living, visual arts, technical drawing, applied electricity, and woodwork. These are the 17 old subjects then. What did they do? Now the old curriculum. But for the new curriculum, the SLTU and the CPSS tell we say English language, French, geography, business, accounting, physics, health science, physical health education, biology, chemistry, agricultural science, general mathematics, further mathematics, Arabic language, politics and governance, what we call government, principles of economics, principles of accounting, principles of commerce, business management studies, clerical office duties, history, but history divided into 2. So then 20 subjects. May I just explain some few things? History divided into 2. Today where we go school, we'll say history, now one history. Inside the day they do Salon history, we call it short history of Sierra Leone. Then inside the, or we call it national history. Then inside the same history, I don't begin Africa and the wider world. We they talk about the Sokoto Jihad, the Samori Toure, you know. Then, but now we don't divide them in this new curriculum. If you do history as an art student, you only do one of the 2 histories. If you do Salon history, now Salon history purely you do. You need to do nothing but African history. If you do African history, the African history purely you do. Because we do objective now, now they do objective and essay on each of them. Today now, essay, now national history, objective, now Africa and the wider world. But now, if you do African history, they give essay and objective together. They do Salon history, essay and objective together. So now this will be done put in place. Now we don't say 2026 and 2027. Now this combined subject there what they do. 20 and 17, which is 37. They choose 8-9 subjects from then 37 subjects and write your exam as a way of seamless transition for the next 2 years. So now that we at the moment.
Okay, Bami, you talk a lot of things, and you talk about the education plan, and we prompts the development of the SSS curriculum, where it's in a laudable venture. But you attest to the fact, say, there was a whole gap between communication gap between the ministry and them bodies, them way they therefore ensure say then carry on with this project, this initiative we will not develop over time. And this is one of the things the way then teachers they pose, they say there is confusion because why could they say we not get database for them question their subject for make questions for their subjects them. And then ministry they say you don't approve still when I use 17 and 20 for the in a period of 2 years.
No, I think I need to correct that one before you go further. The idea about having 17 old subjects and 20 new subjects now be a resolution in the sense now being an agreement after we don't realize say some of the schools then go back to the old curriculum. However, some do new curriculum. So for strike the balance, for ensure say no picking up a disadvantage, we take half of what that they don't do and half of what that they don't do. So for example, if you do not one school where the new curriculum wanna deal with, most of the times, you get 20 new subjects for pick from. Right? If you then at the school with an old curriculum they deal with, you get 17 new subjects for pick on. But the most important thing around for make viewers and listeners understand that their subject they are what we start with, so 37 subjects. These are subjects with very, very close to the old curriculum. Not so new, they make you not see robotic now. They make you not see computer science now. They make you not see creative thinking now. They make you not see you don't get a lot of things that we know there. Because we not don't teach it as new, we don't roll them out it and provide materials. I hear the concerns from the principals and say they not get materials then. So in a situation of this, what we talk now, Emmanuel, before you come, I want to make people, not the principal, the teachers, they not put fear into the picking them. Because the same English language you they teach, the way we teach you, now the same English language this. You understand? The same literature they teach, and the same literature this. The same general mathematics, and the same general mathematics this so.
And the same syllabus?
This is the same.
And the same syllabus?
So this is now the talk. The old and the new curriculum now almost the same on these subjects that I would identify. We do this in the interest of the pikin them. For make we not come with any new thing in the first year, for make we not disadvantage them. So the same English way they teach together, na just very small, slight 5 minute difference, right? For just modify, but it's the same English.
Okay, I just hope we forget Saliu Kamara way from WAEC for making way for more details. I they come to Mr. Fode Kuyate, but make I ask you, yes, we don't divide, we don't say 17 and 20, you 37. But these are 5 streams to the top about. So that's make I be asking the question, what are the status and what are the transition plan? Una be collaborate with SLTU, WAEC for CCA, then 5 streams them, una roll them out entirely.
Okay,
challenge that.
so make I think this is a broad conversation. The dream about this curriculum, now forget an expansive 5 streams. Make we not cluster this conversation to this 37 subject as the 5 streams. No.
Okay.
The dream is have a functional 5 streams in the SSS where they cater for every category of Peking. That's the dream. But in rolling it out, you need to do 5 streams. Bam. You understand? So in rolling it out for these 2 years, 2026 and 2027, now this we they do. But within this 2026, 2027, we will teach them picking the way the SS1, the new curriculum with all the 5 streams. They continue SS2, SS3. By the time they go 2028, we don't get correct functional SSS curriculum. We now they roll out to the new, they speak to the new curriculum. So the exams that they write now for WAEC, and then get nothing for it also.
Okay.
So this is just transition plan. Not so in the new 5 streams. That's not. This is just a transition plan.
Okay. Mr. Bami, you say the ministry want for take in a bit, and as they go, then go roll.
If we roll them all out to the disadvantage of picking them.
Okay, I get that point. So I come to Mr. Fode Kuyate because this is so important, and the aspects of waiting teachers they say they're confused because they fear may not begin for teach SS1, then we don't go SS3, then say no, they do this in the other one they do. So
we don't communicate that with them, so they know.
There's still confusion.
No, there is no confusion.
Government don't meet them.
No.
We get from what they say. But I come to you, Mr. Fode Kuyate, and the Western Regional Secretary for SLTU. What in SLTU gets for say about this policy and confusion? I must say. Like the 2 hybrid and curriculum them the rolling out of what's in our position so far?
Yeah, thank you very much. In the first place, SLTU not part and parcel of the arrangement in rolling out the new curriculum. We held several meetings with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education for ensure that we roll out this new curriculum.
Okay.
We have to start somewhere so that we will meet with the development right across the world with regards to education.
Okay.
If you look the 5 streams, you get sciences and technology. First 10 are just science, so they add technology. And in today's modern world, technology plays a very important role. Before you get a computer, I'm of a beginner and secondary school, they handle computer. In the West, begin from kindergarten, from nursery, they begin learn computer. They go to primary school. They learn. Sometimes at primary level, so they don't have to play with computer.
Yeah, we see them. Okay.
Yes, that is it. So we go for move forward. We worry as SLTU is just a good one teacher they talk. And for let government provide the materials. Remember one teacher talks that they don't get the materials at the schools. Well, for computer I must start yet. Now it's very obvious because forget the equipment in there for computer science, IT is very, very expensive. So government has to take its time for introducing at the schools. By design, every school GSS SS forget a computer lab. If you want to pick up for get knowledge about computer science. Then when some subjects look related, you see government, now they see politics.
And governance.
Politics and governance. Now government. Then just change of name no more. But if you look at perhaps the syllabus of government, you will see a lot of politics and governance in it. So the only thing, then subject like politics and government, then for care and go to the colleges and universities, then they take her as a subject for teach, as a teaching subject, like we can get at HTC in politics and governance. So that teacher don't train in that particular aspect. Also teacher we don't train in government for go teach politics and government, because there are slight differences there. So then they go roll her out. I make Bami say, in the next, the beginning in SS1 now, then they begin introduce the next subject here now. By the time they reach SS3, then we go begin out, then he will get the authority, then we get the knowledge in taking politics and government at vast level. I just too unfortunate, it's just unfortunate we will get the WAEC people now. Because then safeguard for the readiness on this transition for ensure see and get for draw questions on their subject here, the syllabus, then get for drum, so that the teacher then begin for teacher. If the syllabus are out in politics and government, so teacher then go able for able teacher, so that when they reach SS3, then go able for sit their subject here. You get another very interesting one. You get things like food security as a subject. You know, see the president in dream now for law feed yourself. Sometimes they introduce as a subject in the schools, food security. So you go come out, you're able for be self-reliance, you get a tractor, yourself will help in what? In making sure that we feed saloon. So that subject here for we in the SLTU, we welcome this new curriculum. But the challenges are there, and then challenges then we and government for sit down and work out with other partners in education for make sure certain challenges the answer will overcome them. You get another subject, they call them dance and drama studies. You know what I mean by that? So then they find the tourism industry who gets some beginners and dance very, very well. So if they get people that sabi dance, then we go now we tourism industry, the Ministry of Tourism, then get the cultural groups and they say go get them living from that. Everything about this new curriculum, now for that picking, they know the whole curriculum is so archaic. You know, they speak to the economic, the trend of things happening in the world today. So, for me, I believe say, and SLT believes say, we will talk to teachers and let exercise some patience. You know the challenges are there. But as I say, we will talk to teachers, we don't begin to talk to them, we don't get meetings with them, we don't move out, we tell them, say, yes, government, they roll out a bit, and with time, they become, until they reach from their SS1, until they reach SS3, they will concentrate with some of the subjects in the curriculum. So for we, the SLTU, we welcome the idea, but the challenges, we don't go see because challenges they don't know start. And that is why government has started. And I believe say the principals then, the teachers then, they are solved, they don't know we, and we are one of the parent body. We don't have meetings with the conference of principal secondary schools, that will tell 5-10. We don't hold conference with the council of head teachers then. And we don't tell them from the meeting, we don't get necessarily the meeting at the Ministry of Education, but don't go see how best we say we help government in making sure that this new subject here, we see how we roll out. One let government for do, and for meet the colleges and universities. Let us see how best they could use some of them here as subjects. Understand, train teachers. For example, if teacher forget HTC in computer studies, fine, or computer science, HTC, because HTC is a teacher certificate, or you get a bachelor in education in their subjects robotics, police and government, ICT, food security, engineering, bioengineering, adolescent health and life skill, entrepreneurship, dance and drama studies, and then civics. Civics, of course, the ministry through NACED, the National Council of Civic Education, they don't produce books on civics for primary schools and junior secondary school. Then one day, then get for care and go now to the SS level. So government get for to see how they go get civics as a subject in our colleges, not to history, not to social studies. So no, civics for stand on you, because civics they make that society now they picking don't become someone, don't become wayward. Civics they train you for be a good citizen. How you will take care of your rights and your responsibility. Then picking them first at this stage, we'll be able to produce very good citizens tomorrow.
Okay, Mr. Kuyate, Fambo, if you just watch me now, this now. Mr. Fode Kuyate, the Regional Secretary, Western Regional Secretary for Sierra Leone Teachers Union. As in they say, we therefore talk about the transition from the old and to that of the new curriculum for SSS. We not only talk about the challenges, but also the potential. And one thing where Mr. Fode Kuyate talk about is the old curriculum don't become archaic because they cater for real world and problems them. But the new way they encounter, again, a lot of things then way in belief say yes, if governments roll them out fully, we will attain a better society where we want. But there are challenges. The challenges are there. So before we go to the challenges, may I go to Augustine Bami about the training of teachers then, because this without proper training of teachers, there's no way for roll them out. Because if you watch the syllabus, it need for exhaust them first before ever they begin for drop questions around that, and that's not the position of WAEC. We interviewed WAEC some time ago. They say they don't get anything like that based on what they give. So the communication gap, not the issue. But let we start. We'll go back from the background or we begin.
If you listen to Mr. Kuyate, he talk with experience, and you see how calm maybe they tell you say. We get a lot of people. You know, I make study won't go me, so rest in peace. You know, we get PhD by music because we not get parts from this country.
Okay.
Study won't go as young as he was. He play with in keyboard without no practice. You know, there no practice of anybody. A plain song. He set up in cultural heroes in this country, but because we not get pathway na the learning circle, it end up. Not forget a PhD in music. Ami Kalon. These are people who get talent. This late man will be the draw, will be the carve. Mako. These are people who get talent in this country. We because we education system not cater for them, we look them like dropouts. Because we feel say no more unless you sabi read. Speak English, you get coat and tie, now they tell you educated. So now they will miss the point. So that is the reason now we want to correct that part. We want to forget very good journalist without even going to direct university, but you can be a journalist by practice. Okay. So you can get a pathway. Yeah, today will be the attempt some years ago, will be the say we want to forget tech voc institutions then. Now with schools, but you know all water because the curriculum no, you know IBD it be too segregational. They say if you're not able to go SS stream, whether they send in a technical vocational institution, you know what they be happening. The one way they go SSS stream, they see the one way they go technical vocational as the one that will not get sense. So they look low upon them. It not be fine. Now we want to forget an equal playing field, an inclusive one. Now make we say 5 streams. So for the teachers, training of the teachers, I don't tell you say this now. I think I don't want to call them tripartite. Yeah.
Free for column.
But I think we track. Usai Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. Now we know the Kumbara. Now we begin the process. Okay. And beginning the process is developing the curriculum. That is the first step, and we have done it. We don't develop the curriculum with 76 subjects. We don't expand the scope seriously. So now we talk to within that process, we talk to the Technical and Higher Education Ministry for see how they will give scholarship to them teacher there. Somebody who want to go study, maybe they just say anybody who want to go study certain subjects, then like quoting Mr. Kuyate they give so now free. we dey give scholarship. If they see teacher, they go teacher. They go to university for go learn now because they want to go to university. We want for see the teacher they come back for can teach. But also we want for see the university there now for begin create courses. We're not just that strict engineering for go study engineering. If you see Dr. David Moni Nasenge, he is a PhD holder, a doctor. In science is where he study, not to surgeon, not to surgery, but particularly good study. He's not a surgeon. But now a science student will blend biochemistry, biology and chemistry and put them together. Oversee that they do them. But salon, if not to medicine, you go study or pharmaceutical, you will not go science, you will not go College of Medicine. You right? But over yonder, you dey go study, you dey blend, you go just say me na biology, I dey go study no more. Botanics, other things. This country will too limited. So we want for expand. This is the foundation where if we grab them with all seriousness and honesty, Sierra Leone will grow. More or less the challenges, Emmanuel. The most of the challenges get for camp.
You talk about the scholarship opportunity through the Ministry of Technical and Education. You think that that's enough for make them go for entirely roll out this initiative? Una be again teachers there. How many teachers them to be precise?
Okay, so clearly you get to understand, say, in rolling out a new curriculum, first of all, you get to make the subject teachers abreast. So they get to buy the idea first. So the first thing we did was to familiarize them with the subject content, right? So if we teach social studies, and now we don't introduce civics, right? We tell you, say, these two subjects, there's a familiar. There's close. So we tell you the difference and say, only these are the differences. But at the moment, you can teach this. If you were teaching English language, now SSS, now the same English language. However, because we get an idea in our mind, in the future, we go on for reduce the number of topics there in English, especially for the one where they do business English in the future, not now. Business English in the future. We go reduce some topics them so that person pass them and go do in tech voc institutions everyone do. So at the moment, the same subject, the same teachers can handle learning effectively. These 37 subjects I am talking about, 37, 38 subjects I am talking about, any teacher will be done in a classroom, will be done to teach government, they teach government and politics and governance. Any teacher will be done in a classroom where they teach accounting, they teach principles of accounting. Any teacher will be done in a classroom where they teach CRS, they teach the CRS.
Okay, Augustine.
So there is nothing as wrong as what probably the public they imagine. This is a transition period where we realize we will not get the trained teachers for the new subject they will introduce. So we will not counter it.
Okay.
Make people not fear this thing. So I want for make people not fear this thing.
From where they listen now, one for asking this question. The 2026 was therefore expect questions then from this 37.
So I've just said this. Now this 37 subject there. Now them WAEC they assess them pick their own all. So from this 37 subjects, you they choose 8, 9 subjects as per your choice. Now you school. Wait till you school on they teach you.
And there is
now from
them
they pick.
There is provision for that.
That is the purpose, not even provision. That is it.
And why don't approve that?
This is approved. This is it'll go for 2 years. It'll go for next year, it'll go for the other year, 2027. Right? It'll go for 2026 and 2027. This is approved by WAEC. Questions are drawn on this now as I speak. Questions are drawn, the materials are prepared for this exam. So nothing not the change.
And we try forget WAEC, but not join we virtual call it, because this now the one for clear the minds of we society, because there are a lot of concerns about this. We therefore see this two curriculum, we therefore taken as 17, 20 or 38 as you say. So the communication policy don't say this is approved and therefore sit exam day 2026. I will come to you for the material, because training of teachers, you say the teachers, them, anybody who don't need to teach social studies, he must get experience for teach social and cultural studies, as the communication policy they say. So I come to you, Mr. Fode Kuyate.
Yeah.
What did you say towards that?
You know, this new curriculum is very, very interesting. And well, I agree with them. In connection with the training, one thing government can for do, then teacher the nation and not for go college for go study then subject here. But for example, somebody a teacher they teach government in a school, you can make what you call remedial classes or in-service training during the holidays. We could go teach on politics and governance. By so doing, if for every year I get this remedial class once every year, instead we get a lot of knowledge and be a very good teacher in politics and governance. So then remedial classes here I get for the rollout. And in connection with the phasing out, see it has been approved. Even when I exercise, I don't tell them. Just like we say, then get for draw question. If, for example, politics and governance, if that teacher will get the syllabus in politics and governance, you look at the topics. He give for train that picking the go see the past exams. Because he has knowledge about government and politics and governance, they deal with that. Something that just slight changes. So when I make a talk, say, we're not going to wait. Let's start somewhere. In 9 minutes, you don't start soon. So therefore, let's share not afraid. I talk to teachers then all over the country. They're not afraid then new subject here. So now just the nomenclature and they need no more change in another form. You know, but they are the same subject, they get the same syllabus, but the only thing, sometimes I add 2-3 things we at the top of this remedial class, if they take her, they go teach them. Then you teach them. So for me and for SLTU, the beginning SSF I want for tell and say, in the next 2 years during this transition, a good number of them will cook. So that the other years they will do them and everything will go fine. So now that's the confidence we want to give the teachers. That's the confidence we want to give the school picking them. That's the confidence we want to give the nation. That there's a new subject here. It will help the picking for be self-reliance. For example, they introduce something like robotic. Robotic now a very good course if we get the machines then. We then robots here, because when they say robotic now machines we do with robots. Technology we do with robots. Understanding. So that then machines here they take the place of human for do certain jobs then. Understand. For example, even you get robotic in the computing, using the computer. You know, certain things inside the you for do good design and other things then. So for SLTU, we welcome the idea. You know, see most time where SLTU can go and whip and program. We ministry with the rough self. But in this one, understand, because a good thing they carry it, we go for them could encourage teachers then for them to do it. But the only thing now we want to tell them, we some 10. If they get for work very, very fast in the next 2 years for this transition. But we feel say after these 2 years, by 2028, a lot of things not in place. They will go back and tap at there. And they will tell them, say, no, we're not try.
Okay.
Then TR, also so let me tell you, see this, I mean, the roll out, or up to now, they expect ministry by 2028, let them provide computer labs in all the schools, then, government and government assisted schools. So that picking at that level, SSS level, they go see computer science. Elect that picking itself, you're not going to university. It can be self-reliant. It do a lot of things, getting earning, getting living out of computer. And that is what we want to see by 2028. And if that does not happen in 2028, they will class this government as a failure, and that this new curriculum will class as a failure.
Family self don't get from Mr. Fode Kuyate. They say this is a laudable initiative. They say, but they need for do more. I want to ask this question now to Bami. Now, this has been approved, as you say. The 37 subjects in cut across the 5 streams.
You see, Natsuguno Mogolas.
And at Truth Media it is.
And the two media. And they talk them again over and again. The 5 streams we will all make now the broader concept of the curriculum. This now for accommodate every unique talent of any Pekin. We don't want to leave anybody behind. But this way we did discuss, I know I'm going to mix the two. This way we discuss now, this 37, 38 subjects, now the transitional agreements we will get.
Okay.
But if you check the subjects, them, if you want to put them into a category, they cut across all 5 streams. However, the outstanding subject that we want to see, for example, now sciences and technology, when are the major stream where all man they think about, they got a new idea, they're not there.
Like computer science.
Like computer science not there. Robotic not there. Food security not there. Clinical stuff. So
STEM not there.
STEM not there. Well, STEM is part of the subjects that they call.
Science.
Yeah. So if that is what they want to see, subjects related to sciences and technology, we not introduce it, because if we introduce this year, the Truth Media for long kill we, because we not get the teachers, because we not get the materials, we not get the infrastructure. However, as a ministry we concern what they picking them, we look at the subject then where we already get available materials and teachers. So now we use now for 2 years for roll the new curriculum for by time. So this is the most understood arrangement where Ministry of Education make together with the SLTU and CPSS for the benefit of the Pekin them and for the nation. So the idea that they don't go subject, they will not get teacher, therefore will not get that is not the case at the moment. You understand? I know I make parents then get that understanding, say the Ministry of Education not introduce subject the way people are not sabi, so the Pekin here for the field. No. The subjects that we then picking they had the right for 2026 and 2027. Now subject the way they don't they teach them before.
Existing subject.
Existing subject.
Okay.
So the new one they will not release it. Yes. They will get for happening in 2028.
Can I come in?
Yeah, come in please.
Mr. Bami Anthony quite correct. The 5 streams which has been introduced, languages and literature, then they give for Andula, because the materials are there, teachers are there.
You answer just similar thing?
Yes, but the only side we then get the challenge that the sciences and technology, that stream D. For example, under that stream, they get computer science, you get ITC, you get robotics, you get food security, you get engineering science, you get genetics, biology, engineering. These are the subjects who then get big challenge and teacher only for them. And then at that particular subject, then they
don't hold our force.
They don't hold our force because they need for implementer now because the materials are not there.
Okay, but we will communicate this to the teachers. They made
so very well. So very well to ASL.
So why the confusion?
So it is about change, Emmanuel. We, Sierra Leone, generally speaking, we no one forget change. Change difficult. It comes with a lot of hard work. You know, it comes a lot of adaptation. You get for put more effort. Somebody we don't use for teach CRS, for example. I'm the teacher, but they teach CRS. If I don't teach CRS for 10 years, it don't become part and parcel of me. I don't even study again as a teacher. I just go to class with my whole experience, I begin explain. So if they count a new curriculum where they get for make a shift small from that comfort zone, for go read more, and they see I'm challenging, and they begin grumble. And this is what is happening.
But you don't see and say because of the communication gap we talk about, now it can be the reason why the need for understanding.
No, so this is where I will not get much difficulty with that. Because even when there was, I agree, that some communication gap, but we will not take them from the known. We maintain waiting and sabi. You understand? So this is the beauty of this. We maintain waiting and sabi. We will not take them to subject the way in a new subject. Otherwise, if we introduce food security, as an example, where do you place agriculture, as the name can be, therefore we can say this because food security is about tractors, how they use mechanized farming. Now more of the advanced way than any. We don't introduce it. So if we don't say, if now will be introduced, then we don't say they don't have a new subject that we will not get teacher, will not get material. But the same
so
the
science, the
same
practical base will not introduce it.
They don't come it.
Because they need
a lot of preparations, a lot of structure, a lot of planning,
materials.
a lot of plan, teacher training, a lot of things get for happening. And by 2028 we don't catch up with that.
Okay, but I will ask this question because of that. Presently, what's the national budget to education? Now, still 22%?
So we get 22%. I can explain that one day better. 22% of the recurrent budget. Now they go to education. What now recurrent budget? People go for understand not to GP. Some man confusing at the GDP. That's not the GDP.
Okay.
Recurrent budget is waiting government they spend on a yearly basis, annual basis on education. We involve teacher salary, we involve lecturer salary, we involve school feeding, we involve payment of examination fees, we involve payment of school subsidies. This none are the recurrent budget.
Okay.
So if you check them, by the time this what is education are two ministries under one sector. Now all the 22% and lecturer salary is inside it.
All right.
Teacher salary is inside it. School feeding, all they do is inside it. What they call this now? Examination fees, school subsidy. By the time you don't pay all land, the money don't done. So this is the fact. Now only 1%. Then government put aside from that 22%, only 1% for infrastructural development. Now make we rely on with development partners and for build, expand schools.
1%.
Just 1%, because this is education way broad. If you say you want to satisfy education, you have to put more than 50%.
This not what affects quality.
No, in fact, this is the best in the sub-region. The highest ever
1%.
No, the highest ever of the recurrent budget will get na the sub-region.
1% to
the highest ever will get now one country where they near we get 16% to education. Salone will get 22% na the entire West Africa.
So that means there is a
so
challenge.
we are doing better.
There is challenge with the 1% to infrastructure.
Like always, any other side, some people don't even get 1% in other countries, but Salone still put up. So we are doing better than them.
Okay, but I will ask this question. So outside the normal free quality school education budget, outside that, as soon as they pan the transition process in 2 years' time, 2028, it will be fully implemented, as you say. What are the special training and learning materials you don't put so far?
Beaucoup. The first thing we don't begin from the cradle. We don't begin from the foundation. We don't develop foundational learning in this country, because the EGMA report in 2013-14 tell we say we get learning poverty in Salone. We then check the Pekin then numeracy and literacy skill in this country. The land say Pekin with the class 4, not sabegi class 1 book. That means you not sabegi nothing. Pekin with the class 4, you not sabegi basic arithmetic. And they tell we say them set of candidates there, they go for be worse candidates then if we not shape them well. Now the seat works so this was a pass. Now 11% then pass English. Where they can tell you, I say education, not so magic. Education na foundation. Education they belong. So where are they in the media at the time that they ask me why people fail English? They are referred to them. I refer them to 2013-14 EGMA. We tell we see that picking the foundation poor. When the receipt was a show. So this is the fact. So what we don't do as a ministry, we don't develop a project now where for 4 years. We call it foundational learning, where we teach the picking the numeracy and literacy. We don't develop the learning materials for them. They get all the modules, the textbooks. We don't distribute. We don't train teachers. We don't recruit 220 additional inspectors of schools, who call school quality assurance officers, where they monitor the process. And we don't develop P1 materials that we don't distribute across the country. We develop the P2 and P3. So now the books then are manuals. What do they get? So by the time they go to class 4, they don't understand the basics and they will read for themselves without personal guidance.
And quick one. This year we see the Teaching Service Commission may put out a press notice. They call for recruitment of teachers about 3,300. These teachers are they part of this project?
So recruitment of teachers now the function of the Teaching Service Commission. The SLTDO could them very closely. Every year we recruit teachers. This is the fact. I want people to also understand this. Between 2018 to now, we don't recruit up to 12,000 teachers. So when they talk about education, 22% budgets. Now so they expand. They expand considerably. Every year we recruit at least 1,000 teachers. Every year. That does not mean that they add to the old number, because there are certain times the teachers they retire, we they replace them. We they reassess teachers, we they promote teachers. So yes, teacher salary, teacher recruitment they go on, and the part of the number of teachers they will recruit for the foundational learning as well.
That's one I guess for inviting some other time for talk about teachers and all of that.
And when you invite and call me.
I will call you back. Yeah. So we'll go for a short commercial break. We will come back and I will go to you, Mr. Fode Kuyate.
Yeah.
Online meetings due to unreliable internet, or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds, or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080-000-111 or 075-000-111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
Aisatu, you know say this Christmas celebration I get for sweet, Lifan gets one big surprise for all the loyal customers them.
Wait not to that Lifan Christmas bonanza where they see all over the place you they talk about. I see them say when you buy any Lifan Okada for just 18,500 new leons, or them Lifan tricycle na any brand from Freetown to Kenema or Makeni, you they get one free raffle ticket for the grand row we go happen live inside January.
Yes, so one bike equals to one ticket. The more you buy, the more tickets and chance you they get for win.
And the price them where I see them sweet, you can win 5 brand new Lifan Okada, 10 higher TVs, 10 Kovacs generators, 10 higher refrigerators, and 10 higher freezers.
A total of 45 lucky winners go win across the 3 branches. So make sure say you not left out at this promotion, Yaso.
Go now, na the nearest Lifan branch na either Freetown at 24 Main Motor Road, Congo Cross, or Kenema na 65 Hanga Road, or Makeni na 24 Lontaro, or call the number 077-360-000 for buy you brand new Lifan motorbike for just 18,500 new leons, or you find Lifan tricycle and get ready for celebrate big this Christmas season.
Lifan Christmas Bonanza. Buy, win, and celebrate.
Well, Famble, if you just join me, this na Truth FM on 103.9. This na the Truth Education platform, where they come to you every Thursday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. with me, the host, Emmanuel Boa. Today we talk about the transition process from the old curriculum for SSS to the new curriculum for SSS. So our host, Bami Augustine and Fode Kuyate from SLTU and Bami from the Ministry of Education. Then talk about say yes, we get for use the subject SEM 37 now the 2026 WASC we get for CAM. So it has been confirmed and approved according to the communication policy from the Education Ministry. So quick one, I go to you, Mr. Fode Kuyate. How una go ensure say as SLTU, una ensure say una pressure MBSSC and also WAEC for ensure say then go in line with waiting MBSSE don't give them.
Thank you very much. With the pressure, then first and foremost, we go for tell MBSSE, let them find the money through the partners for those they get them training. For example, in politics and governance, this not where they approve, and then they will get teachers there and then colleges and universities and get remedial classes in service courses for trained teachers then in government and history for them know about politics and governance. So we pressurize there in the sense that we will get meetings with them, and so that they say we'll get meeting with the World Bank, IMF, UNICEF, and other agencies there for ensure some of the new subjects we don't bring come, we don't approve, understanding. Let them make sure they provide the materials in the schools, and for make sure they get partners there where they will do some in-service courses for our teachers. So one of the way we are a pressure group, we hold series of meetings, not only with MBSSE, we also hold meeting with even the chief minister if it is possible, for ensure even if it is a president, for instance, yes, these are new subjects that have been introduced, and let government pay attention so that they begin them. Come 2028, they will be comfortable for the examination throughout this, during this rollout.
Yeah, family get 2028, all this we will realize as a country, as the communication policy don't say, and as the regional secretary for SLTU self done back. And I come to you, Mr. Augustine Bami. You talk about the 22% national budget to education, and it just they expand as government they recruit new teachers them, and from about 12,000 or so we don't recruit so far, and every year government they recruit. I want to ask this question now. MBSSE, what's going to ensure? What's going to mandate for ensure say we will succeed in the implementation of this transition process?
The MBSSE now the parent body we responsible for regulate every education system in this country from pre-primary to senior secondary, and we recognize we functions very well, and we know the renege in the implementation of that particular function we governments give. As a ministry, we bent for achieve every indicator we set in the free quality school education program. The legacies go speak. You go see how many people in a school now. We don't add up to 1,000 more to the number we be doing today. We don't now see how girl picking they do very well. For the past 5 years, now girl picking they can force na Becker. We don't move Becker from the usual 76-77% we be there to now 96% pass rate. So we dedicated to ensuring that everything we did now we purview for do we do them. Now we don't say by 2028 we roll out the full-blown curriculum of the new curriculum, and one may perform with these 2 years of transition. We will do the old and the new concurrently until we get to Wusa Wide. We're not saying a new thing. Because he knew some teachers get for struggle with them, and we want for call on the teachers and for encourage the picking them not for afraid, because if the teacher then begin to say na so it will happen differently, it will appear like a challenging thing to the candidates that will go write the exams. Yeah. But I want to encourage the candidates in my own words that then subject they will be do today. Now the same subjects they go assess them, not a new subjects you don't come where they go assess them at all. The same study they study, may they continue for study and they go pass the exams.
Okay, Famul, now the message that way Bami Anthony the Guy from the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education say be rest assured say by 2028 they will fully implement all the 5 streams them, but for now now 37 subjects therefore they roll out and they don't give a what say it has been approved, and they therefore draw questions and from this. And I would be hope say the ministry together with the Sierra Leone Teachers Union go meet the teachers them, engage with them, ensure say the teachers then aware of their subjects them, and also help them with the lead they get for ensure say materials they are available, because there's still challenge with materials. Some schools don't even get materials. Those are all in Freetown, and the challenges are there. This is a laudable venture by the government, but again, may they look at and prioritize some challenges the way then teachers they face. As usual, we get with spotlights today from Kema Kamara. Kema Kamara, one writer way happen for be a lawyer, and he don't launch and publish one book way entitled True Patriots in Sierra Leone. As in say, this novel here, they teach about civic consciousness, unity, love, togetherness, and the importance for make Sierra Leoneans them like themselves and the country as a whole, and take full responsibility na the hand. The book available now, and it go for just 150 leons. Kema Kamara say, it open for partnership with the government. Thank God the government representative there. MBSSC and also the Tertiary Education Commission, and Ingo want for make the government see how they incorporate this book here in the school system, like we talk about the cultural civic education, and one of the things that the way government don't prioritize in the country. So they talk to government for ensure say government and look into this book and then introduce them to picking them, so that they will know say they get responsibility and they get role for playing at the country. More could take the spotlight and we will come end the program.
First of all, the need come from, this past few years we all grumble. Civic education lacking, like so many basic things where we feel say people supposed to know, like they don't know, and because of that lack of knowledge in the society, like so many things they go wrong. So I take an upon me, and me no say, I don't ask myself, what me go do about it, which role I go play. And the fact that me no say me na writing a better at. So I take it upon myself. First of all, this is not my own part, honestly. They say we need. Because even when the idea start, that not be the main focus. Because they say catch them while they're young. And even the way everything is set up in this book, even from the start, the message they send are that we need to start from the home self first, from that basic. We need to start from the home if we talk about having a better society. How we raise we picking them. Which role the community get for play. Because I remember when they come up, the way the community be there now is so different. One of the things that we get, sometimes one of the challenge they get, even when they put them together, they stain, they do research and all. One time they always saying, people are not even they read against self. You not to tell me the waste. It's always been a challenge. So, but the only good thing is I don't interact with some people, like the one they don't patiently them. The feedback I get gives me hope. So I hope, say, government, when government are like the papa now, when I the main one there, we're able to take this further, I hope, say, then go step in and work with me. I open for work with government and other organizations or people concerned. So let we try for introduce that because we always see the difference. And for now, the main sales points them then get Smart Link Bookshop where they can go cross. Just before you go around the turntable, then get this two-way building. Now that is the bookshop, the Smart Link Bookshop, it there for sale. Also available na National Museum. That na by the cotton tree. Now free to available there also for sale. And now the two main side in that for now, but currently they work on forget more points them wouldn't go be available. Also there is a number, maybe possible let them go left for my office or somewhere around Freetown, so there's a number where they can call, where I go share, then they go do that for the person.
Fambul, now the message that from we own salon sister, Kema Kamara, say government for looking to the book and say they introduce and to picking them because this is the teach for civic consciousness. We get for be conscious as Sierra Leonean, not see something they go wrong. You give blind eyes because not to the same region or commot or because not to the same party with the everybody for be connected and responsible. But so far, Babi, what do you think about this book?
Frankly speaking, I don't see Sierra Leoneans that elect themselves mostly, but outside Sierra Leone. And my concern, my own take that one day. We travel outside Sierra Leone and you go meet your Sierra Leonean brother and sister, the connections can be tighter. When I come back in the country, they work. I think we need for improve on that one day. And I think beginning with the family units for Lekwistef na the foundation, But also, you see, when we work with the Ministry of Education, we get a procedure. They apply to the Chief Education Officer. The Chief Education Officer, they review the book together with the team and see which category it will fall, and then they go put as part of the collective books then where the picking of the study.
It's a novel.
Yes, so Naimeka say they put it into the category.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Foley, what do you think about this book?
It's good. It don't take a long time so I didn't know to write a book. The culture of writing, you don't tie down quite a very long time.
What about the culture of reading?
Even that stuff, Bokusu I don't read now.
Yeah.
This now a novel like Oasia, and a good, because as I say, we don't lack the aspect of reading and writing. So for all get his brother and sister, they write a book like this. They work with the Ministry of Education. Let them see how they will help them. Perhaps, if possible, for teachers in the schools. Because we get novels then, we now local novels then, they will get a standard novels then. But this sometimes if help them, go to the schools then they use it as a text, the literature text at the schools. You don't help his brother and sister. And we can know more about the culture and the history of our country, because the title of the book is True Patriots in Sierra Leone. So then it will bring civic education, it will bring the love of the country. I have not gone through the book yet, but sometimes I had the woman to try for three. Exactly. So for me, I want the Ministry of Education to encourage them, let them go there, let them encourage them and look at the book and see how best they will help them for going to the schools.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Now the book this, True Patriots in Sierra Leone, myself don't get me out, and I'm glad for get them and I'm going to go read them. So the process, as Bami say, if you apply through the Chief Executive Officer,
Education
Officer, and for see how they go look into them and then see way for introduce them to the school, if at all. I will reach out to them. So if you set the right, you a writer out there, you publish a book, reach out to Truth Media and I will feature you stories them now we program. Now we get to feature talks. This is an attempt for know about opportunities them. I believe a lot of Sierra Leoneans they want for tap into national and international opportunities for go study overseas and then see how they leverage your potential in different disciplines. So today, the Stipendium Ogaricom Scholarship a bit open and is still open to the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education and now fully funded for undergraduates, masters and postgraduate courses. So if you want for tap into that, it's a big opportunity and I will show you who that you will meet and do your application. And also we get the Global Goal 2030 African Scholarship Program itself still open and it offer about 500 scholarship them for undergraduate, masters and PhD level them. And the Ministry of Youth Affairs, they encourage people them for tap into that as it open up to the 31st of this month, November 2025. Away from that, the last one, we get through the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, the Swiss Government Excellence Scholarship. So if you want to go Sweden now, then you go tap into that. Instead of the open and in the close on the 30th November 2025, inside this year 2025. So I will encourage you. This is somebody authentic and a real where a consortium na EduSphere, Oman Sabia Ibrahim Tati Koroma. So you will reach out to the number, to the number 074-1388-55. So now all that we get is the future talks and the opportunities where you will able for embrace as Sierra Leonean. So Fambul, today we don't talk about the transition process from the old to the new curriculum for SSS level, where Papa government be introduced from 2021. And as we don't get from the communication policy, when Anthony Bami, Augustine, when the communication policy from MBSSC, it talks say, yes, government don't approve, say, the 37 subjects, then go sit them this was. But they want the way, them practical based more in the sciences, they're not introduce and full it. But by 2028, they will sure say they implement them fully So teachers them, they encourage the teachers them for make them see how they way for teach them, picking them, and make them be rest assured say, yes, WAEC left for draw questions them. Yes, I'll be the hope forget WAEC, but the communication policy from MBSSC don't make clarifications, and we hope say them go move with that. And we say if we hide upon the story, we hide upon this development, and we hope say them go do them as they don't say. And Mr. Fode Kuyate, the Western Regional and Secretary from Sierra Leone Teachers Union, himself say, well, this is a good initiative by the government. Let's have the monitor the process. Then the monitor until the 2028. If you don't see any improvements, then go come and talk, because then they for the teachers them. So it has been an exciting moment and discussion with then two gentlemen them from different sectors them, and entirely it's about education. So I got the pleasure for host them, and I want to say plenty thank you to Bami Augustine, the communications specialist from the Ministry of Education. Thank you for coming, sir.
Yes, I'm happy for Sakira.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Mr. Fode Kuyate from Sierra Leone Teachers Union.
It's a pleasure.
For a family, now so we will draw the curtain. I want to say plenty thank you, and I'd encourage you for join me back next week, Thursday, and I will come with something mind-blowing and exciting where I believe say yourself go on for know about now the education sector. Me will talk me na Emmanuel Boa, and me na the host for the education platform na Truth Media. Stay blessed and God bless.
Education are number one, development number two, knowledge and truth our forefathers spread. Education are number one, development number two, knowledge and truth our forefathers spread. Education are number one, development number two, knowledge and truth our forefathers spread. Education are number one, development number two, knowledge and truth our forefathers spread. Education are number one, development number two, knowledge and truth our forefathers spread. Education are number one, development number two, knowledge and truth our forefathers spread. Education.